played a lot your freshman year, but this past season was kind of like your first time as one of the premier players on defense. You're full-time starter for the most part. Like, what did you kind of learn from last season?
Last season, you just gotta be ready when your time comes. Really, that's it. Just study all the plays. Like I said, somebody can go down, next man up. So you just gotta be ready.
Was there a game where you felt more comfortable out there? I mean, I know it all kind of happens game to game, but was there a moment last year that kind of really stuck out to you? It was a special moment.
And I'd probably say my Oklahoma State, because that was my first interception, and I got the second one, so I was kind of feeling it, kind of getting the move and stuff like that.
Mark, I want to ask, just like I asked Kai, what did you guys learn from Coach Williams, Coach Reed this spring? What has their emphasis been for you guys?
Like I said, Coach Reed, you're going to bring the juice. You got to bring the competition out of everybody, and Coach added details, techniques, you got to own in.
Demari, it seems like there were a couple times because you were the newer player that jumped on. They tried you, and well, it didn't go well for them with the interceptions, like you mentioned with Oklahoma State. What's advice you've given to other guys who, when they step on the field, teams are going to see, hey, that's a new guy, he's going to get tested? What advice would you give them to step up to that plate?
I just tell them, just trust yourself. You know what type of player you is. Just go out there and play ball. Don't think about it.
So what's the first of the things you say making a splash? What's really kind of stuck out as far as?
Like we doing one-on-ones, he locking everybody up, getting past deflections, doing all that.
Good stuff. Appreciate it, Mark.
He was going to be running all over UCF. No one was giving UCF much of a chance, and you had to win that game too.
Yeah, all week the juice in practice was like, we're not gonna let him do that to us. We got the best back in the country too, RJ Harvey. So it's like what's really up? So the defense is really, we're not going for nothing. Like we ain't going for nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I know you've been playing before then, but what did that game mean to you? Because you're a local guy now. Everyone in the stadium, they're seeing what you did. Your name's getting caught up there for your multiple interceptions. That was maybe the first game you really made your presence felt. Like, what was that like for you?
I ain't gonna lie, I was on cloud nine the whole time. I ain't know how to feel until like after the game. Like when I see my parents, I come in the locker room and see the boys, everybody happy, everybody turning up. So I ain't really know how to feel, to be honest.
How's Jakari doing? Is he going to be able to be back for the season? Or?
Yeah, he's just getting back to himself. It's just going to take some time to get his mental back right. You know, he's still the same guy he was coming out. He just had a little setback. Everybody's situation be a little different, so he can't look at mine and like just get down about it because everybody's journey going to be different. But I know my brother, I know he's going to get back to it, and we're going to be back on top for sure.
I'm sure that's tough for you because you guys, I mean, I'm sure you kind of know where each other is. You know, you have a real bond on the field too, right? Like you enjoy playing with each other.
I could just point, he just know what I'm talking about. We just fall off. It's just, twin telepathy.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, it's kind of like the Sanford Seminoles out there with you, Jason, him, Cam.
Yeah.
What's that like? You got all your teammates out there.
Yeah, we was talking about this since we were little boys. We really putting in the work, and now we're here to do it. It's no better feeling. And I want to feel all my boys that I grew up with. And then I got the young guys coming. They looking at the others. They saying, yeah, we can go ahead too. Like, so it's like a little pipeline building. Plus we got a team on the opposite side. We going to states together, so it's like, hey, why not?
I think your first couple of years were kind of more about establishing yourself. Now that everyone knows who you are, you're coming back, most likely as a starter. Like, what do you want to accomplish? What do you want to do in your third year here?
Third year, I'm trying to win a championship. I just want to win. I'm trying to take it as far as we can go, and I just want to get all the accolades, all the rewards, all that.
What does this defense have to be a championship defense?
You got to play hard-nosed football, stop the run, earn the right to rush the passer.
Well, I know it's only been, four practices with Coach Roof as defensive coordinator, but what fundamental changes are you seeing defensively? Maybe they'll come more out in the scrimmage on Saturday, but how different do you think this defense is going to be with Coach Roof?
It's going to be a little different, but football is football at the end of the day, but just technique-wise, it's just how you move on the field, like your thinking process. That's the only probably different thing about it.
How is it with Coach Addy? He's able to focus more on your guys' room now instead of having to focus on the whole defense. How has that helped?
I mean, it helped a lot. So you can really break things down. You can go to him, talk to him. Like, you can really explain it to you, like, why you doing this, why you doing that. So it's just all about the why.
What's the thing you'd like to see yourself improve the most at?
I say just get stronger and run support. Just get a little bigger, keep my feet under me, and just like run my feet.
I see a theme there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of experienced transfers who were in that back seven with you guys. Like, who stood out as far as those guys that you kind of seeing their experience as veterans that joined the team in January?
We got everybody stood out to me because like we all ballers. You want to be here being a baller. So we got like LT. I don't want to miss nobody. We got
Got threats?
We got Antoine. We got threats.
Yeah.
We got some guys out there. So all of us some ballers now.
Yeah. How much are you looking forward to this season and some of these games? You get to go to Florida. That's going to be a big act. What do you think about that one? Did they recruit you?
A little bit towards the end. But Florida, I'm ready for it. The Central Florida guys, we're going to go show them what we can do.
Yeah.
They ain't think we can make it this far, so we're going to go there.
You got a lot of Big 12. You got Colorado. Coach Prime coming here. There's a lot of
we
good
got
games.
Colorado, Jimmy Horn. That was one of my boys from high school, so it's going to be a good game. We're going to have the whole city out here. It's going to be a lot of talking and all that.
Yeah. Do you still keep in good communication with Jimmy? Or?
Yeah, every now and then, check in.
Yeah. So he's going to be pumped up to make a little homecoming,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I already know he's pumped up. He's coming back to the city. He's been in National for a long time. He's going to come back to the Sunshine State, and I know he's going to try to give us some work, so you got to come with it.
And you have two experienced guys in front of you, Pace and Barr. What have they brought to the team, and what do you like seeing out of them? Obviously, you get the front row seat to it right behind them.
You just see how fast they close to the ball. It's just keep running, keep moving. They don't stop for nothing. Run through the contact.
And the 6-7 record in the bowl game kind of put the sour taste in your mouth. Like how focused are the guys to have a championship level season?
Everybody focused. We don't do no playing around in that week. That 6-7, they ain't us, because we had a lot of talent on that team last year. We know we were way better than that. We just trying to win. At the end of the day, we just want to win. Nobody comes to lose. Nobody walk into a game thinking, oh man, we gotta play them boys, or we might lose. Nah, we trying to win every game. We trying to get to the big championship game, like Big 12, then wherever the puzzle falls.
You mentioned last year's record. A lot of those games were super close, obviously. How much focus has been in practice at this point? Maybe not very much because it just started, obviously, but how much of a coach has been talking about close games and how important those moments are?
So it's very important. When you get tired, you got to function. You got to play all 4 quarters. When you play all 4 quarters last year, it's all about the little details. Little details take you a long week.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Demari.